Anti-immigrant rhetoric of Donald Trump and Elon Musk is all a facade. Elon Musk was likely here illegally, working after he left school after emigrating from Canada. He was working and founding a new company on what was supposed to be a student visa, which made that an illegal act that Elon Musk has been trying to tap dance around ever since. That based on some new reporting from the Washington Post and other outlets like Guardian. You are at the intersection with Michael Popok and on the new Legal AF YouTube channel. Take a minute, free subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and try to get us to our goal of 300,000 by the time the election rolls around. Now, look, my problem with Elon Musk is several-fold, but let's just focus for now on his lies about his immigration status. For those that don't know, Elon Musk was born and raised in South Africa. He and his family, including a brother, got to Canada. From Canada, he went to University of Pennsylvania, and there he likely had, as he's admitted, he likely had a student or exchange visa, which is known in immigration circles as a J-1 visa. A J-1 visa is an exchange visa. It's limited to school. You can't start a business in your garage. You can't take in investors. You can't do a side gig where you're building a company. You got to be in school, and that's it. And you're not allowed to work. You're just in school. Now, he left Penn in UPenn in 1995 or 1996. He then went to Stanford, presumably on the same J-1 visa. Both visas, that J-1 visa requires a sponsor, which is usually a university. So let's assume for a moment that his J-1 visa from Penn got picked up from Stanford. Again, he cannot work. All he can do is go to school. That's the way that operates. Now, and then it drops out of the program at at Stanford. So the question is, what visa status is he on at that given moment? Because to be in the country, you got to have proper visa status if you're not a citizen or you don't have a green card. What is your status, Mr. Musk? And it looks like your status was you were illegally working in the country when in 1995 or so, you quit Stanford and started a company, your first company, your inaugural company called ZP2. ZP2 eventually took in an initial round of investors of $3 million, but even Elon Musk's own brother says that the major investor, the first investor into ZP2, which got sold one day a few years later for about $300 million. But the first $3 million of seed money, the investors made it as a requirement in writing that Elon Musk and his brother, Kimball, go get their proper immigration status. Because as the Elon Musk brother has publicly declared, they knew we were illegal aliens. So look at the irony. The border is a zombie apocalypse. The Democrats are importing votes by having illegals vote. Was illegal himself for a large part of the time, including at the moment when he formed his company. But for Elon Musk, being here illegal is okay as long as you form a $100 million company or more. But if you're just a hard-working stiff doing the dirty jobs that Americans don't want to do, trying to feed your family and pay taxes, like many people that come from Central and South America and Haiti and other places, oh, you're bad. We've got to deport you. You're the zombie apocalypse. You're part of the garbage that's coming into this country that has to be deported, as he's jumping up and down on the stage in Butler, Pennsylvania, or in Madison Square Garden. But he was illegal himself. Now, when pushed, Elon Musk at various times, because he talks a lot, at various times on podcasts and at town halls and speeches, he says, oh, it was a gray area. He has a weird accent, by the way. It was a gray area about my immigration status. There's nothing gray about it. It was black and white. You were, say it with me, Elon. You had a J-1 visa sponsored by a university. That ended when you stopped your studies at Stanford and you went out to try to form a company. You needed a replacement visa. He claims he had an H-1B visa, but that's for a specialty knowledge where the sponsor, his own company, couldn't have sponsored him at that moment. It didn't exist. So there was a period when he was illegal, a fact that his own brother, Kimball, admitted. I didn't even know there was a Kimball Musk, by the way. And to which Elon Musk has said, my brother was mistaken. All right. So the brother called it out and said, you're an illegal alien. The first investor for your company, ZP2, said, we're not going to invest the $3 million except unless you commit to getting your immigration status in proper form in a short period of time, which sort of suggests that they were illegal for a long period of time. And why does it all matter? Because the guy that's standing there with this moral high horse and looking down his nose at hardworking people that are here just begging for a dignified immigration policy, only one that the Democrats apparently are willing to consider, as opposed to Donald Trump, who wants to get rid of 11 million people that he claims are here illegally, separate families, including from children that they've had while they've been living here, who are U.S. citizens, put them in cages, deport them as well. That's his solution at a cost of, I don't know, $1 billion a month, some ridiculous number that this country could never sustain, and with no plan. I mean, Donald Trump always has, what is it, the concepts of a plan? No plan. He has no plan to replace Obamacare. He has no plan how to replace with Americans or people with proper status, if you will, the jobs that are going to go out the door and aren't going to be filled by these hardworking people that are coming here from other countries, even though, albeit, they may not be legal. I'm not talking about voting, by the way. I'm not talking about giving non-citizens the right to vote. That is one of the privileges and honors you have when you have a blue passport. I get that, and Democrats are all in favor of that. We don't need to have illegals vote in order to win a general election. See Barack Obama twice. See Joe Biden. See Bill Clinton. See Jimmy Carter. See John F. Kennedy Jr. John F. Kennedy. So here we're talking about the height of irony and hypocrisy for Elon Musk to get up on all these stages while he himself was an illegal immigrant. He just gives himself a special dispensation or special exception because he's brilliant and he formed the company that he sold for $300 million. I'm sorry you weren't scrubbing toilets like some of the others here. I'm sorry you weren't working in the fields and in the hot sun in Miami or other Sunbelt places, picking cotton or vegetables or fruits or putting them on your table or building something that your family needs or working in the kitchens around America. I'm sorry that because you came from a wealthy family in South Africa and you felt it was okay to work illegally in this country and set up your own company. And because you've been so successful that you have 17 contracts with the U.S. government for more than $3 billion, you now deign to look down your nose at other people and at the democratic policies to protect those people and the democratic ideals to create a dignified immigration policy, to create more Elon Musks. I mean, the entrepreneurial part of Elon Musk, not the evil James Bond Mission Impossible bad guy part of Elon Musk. So because of the new reporting, I thought this was a perfect opportunity right here on the new Legal AF YouTube channel. Take a minute and free subscribe to talk about Elon Musk, his illegal status in the country, and what it means. All of these people in the MAGA party are walking hypocrites. Donald Trump says he's here to protect women. He is their savior. He is their protector, while in reality, he is a rapist, a misogynist, somebody who believes he can sexually assault women and get away with it and has said it out loud at numerous occasions. He thinks it's okay for his campaign to call Kamala Harris the C word. He thinks it's okay to have his vice presidential running mate say that women with no children don't have rights in this country and don't have any value or contribution to this country and shouldn't have a say about policy. I mean, the language around women and people, regardless of their gender, regardless of their self-identity, is disgusting. But this is the walking hypocrisy that we're seeing with Donald Trump and his campaign. And no doubt he would be attracted to Elon Musk and vice versa. Elon Musk is a big phony. Sure, he's a brilliant entrepreneur and creates amazing technology. I'm not going to take that away from him. It's just wrapped in the package of a narcissistic, out of control, person who's completely controlled by his id and doesn't care and makes personal exceptions for himself when he was here working illegally. We should have deported him and the entire family at that time. I'm going to continue to follow it all on Legal AF, the YouTube channel, and on Legal AF, the podcast over on the Midas Touch Network, which we do this all in collaboration with. So until my next hot take, until my next exclusive content right here on the Legal AF YouTube channel, I'm Michael Popok, and I am reporting. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories, the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.